So one of the biggest misconceptions in the insurance industry or claims is the idea that construction and claims are the same thing, and they're not. Welcome back to CCG TV, guys. Like, subscribe, follow for a lot of insurance information, a lot of insurance news, a lot of insurance knowledge. So a construction project and an insurance investigation are two completely different worlds. And if a property owner does not really understand that in the very beginning, they can actually put their own claim at risk without even realizing it. And now let me just say this clear before we go even deeper into this. Good contractors are sometimes one of the most valuable people in the insurance claim process. I work with great contractors all the time, roofing companies, restoration teams, mitigation companies, general contractors, and some of them are absolute professionals. They protect the building, they protect families, they help document damage, they help keep the project moving forward. But what many property owners don't realize is that insurance claims are heavily driven by communication, documentation, timelines, causation analysis, and sometimes a contractor can unintentionally weaken a claim simply because they're approaching the situation from a construction perspective rather than the claims investigation perspective. And that distinction matters more than a lot of people think. Contractors, for me, they build. Claims teams, they investigate. A contractor's primary focus is usually repairing the property, stabilizing damage, estimating reconstruction, and getting the project moving. But the carrier's focus is totally different. The insurance company, they investigate cause of loss, timing, coverage where it applies, wear and tear issues, maintenance history, reporting timeliness, scope and pricing disputes. So there are two totally different objectives. So when communication is not coordinated carefully, gaps can form in the claim, not because anyone is being dishonest, because construction language and insurance language are not always the same. Small statements sometimes can create big issues. So, a simple sentence during an inspection can dramatically impact how a carrier evaluates the claim. For example, contractor, homeowner, anybody may say the roof is already getting old and looks like it's been happening for a while. They probably had prior leakage. We just need to get this fixed. So from the homeowners or the contractor standpoint, those comments may seem harmless, but from the claim standpoint, that language can affect causation analysis, wear and tear arguments, repeated seepage concerns, coverage evaluation, or scope details. That's why disciplined communications matter doing a loss investigation. Documentation is everything. One of the smartest things any contractor can do during the claim is focus heavily on documentation. Not assumption, not speculation, documentation. The strongest claim files usually have clear photos, moisture readings, accurate timelines, evidence, prior inspection coordination, detailed observation, consistent reporting. Once evidence changes, disappears, or gets removed before documentation is basically properly done, it can become harder to prove portions of the loss later, right? So especially on water claims or roof claims, structural losses, commercial losses. This is why experienced claim professionals are so focused on preserving the condition before major repairs begin. Timing matters more than a lot of people realize, and this is another area of confusion that happens. A contractor may be trying to help move quickly for the insured, which is understandable, right? But in some situations, beginning permanent repairs too early can create challenges later. If the carrier has not completed their investigation or supplemental damages have not been documented yet, matching issues may exist. Whatever can cause the investigation to be ongoing. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that the contractor or the homeowner, anybody was intentionally trying to do something wrong, but understanding is very important. It just simply means that the claim strategy and the reconstruction strategy has to work together. The best outcome normally happens when everyone is coordinated. The property owner, contractor, public adjuster, engineer, carrier's representative, mitigation teams. Some of the contractors that truly stand out in the industry are the ones that truly understand how powerful their role is. Their role is just not in the rebuilding of the structure. Their role is helping preserve and communicate the conditions of the loss professionally. Those contractors document carefully. They stay organized. They avoid speculation. They preserve evidence for you. They coordinate inspections properly. They understand timelines. They take enough photos. They communicate clearly and professionally and honestly. Those contractors become extremely valuable during the large losses and complex claims because they help strengthen strengthen the integrity of the file. This conversation is about protecting the insured, protecting their property. This conversation is not about blaming contractors or blaming insureds or property management people that really are just doing their best to help out. It's about educating property owners, property management companies, about educating contractors that claims are a very highly technical environment. One incorrect date, one missing photo, one poor worded statement, one undocumented repair can create issues that become very difficult to unwind later. That's why serious claims require serious coordination. The goal is never about a conflict between the contractor and a claims professional. The goal should always be about alignment, because when documentation is strong, communication is disciplined, inspections are coordinated, evidence is preserved, the property owners are now put in such a strong position. And at the end of the day, that's what it's really about, right? About helping that insured, protecting that insured, protecting the integrity of the claim, and making sure the story of the loss is documented carefully from beginning to the end. So guys, please like, subscribe, follow Capital Claims Group TV, CCG TV.